Did you ever hear of the Disney movie, The Sword and the Stone? And did I just recreate it on my patio? Or maybe you heard of King Arthur and his famous Excalibur, this mythological sword that got stuck and only the true King of England could redeem it. So what are you talking about? So check this out. So we learned from the Midrash in Yalkut Shimoni, Chet Aleph, Taf Shin Samech Gimel, that this story is actually of biblical origin. So what happens? So in Parshat Shemot, we meet Moshe for the first time, and he was originally this prince of Egypt, but then he's exiled and he finds himself in faraway Midian, and he's sitting by the well and he rolls the well off, and the daughters of Yitro are like so wowed by his physique and how he could just roll this huge stone off, and they go tell their dad about it, and he's like, hello, you left him at the well, a man of such stature and strength, bring him to the tent. So they go back to the well and they bring Moshe to the tent of Yitro, who was like the spiritual dilettante, like the main Baba guru of like all the mystical traditions of the world. He was this like epic spiritual leader, and Moshe like goes to meet him, and he's like kind of hanging out outside waiting for the invitation when Moshe sees in the backyard of Yitro this blue sapphire staff rod, and he goes to approach it and check it out because it's just glistening and glowing, and he's fascinated, and so he just kind of, it's a little stuck, okay, we'll just really good set. And he just hold on, let's get it out. Dude, this is a better inaction than I tried to create. It's really stuck. Come on. I'm gonna leave this in here just so you could see how much it takes to make a Parsha video in my unicorn slippers. And he easily pulls it out of the stone, and he's like, hey, sir, Mr. Yitro, I have for you here that someone must have left their sapphire staff in the rock. And Yitro is like bug-eyed. He can't believe it because he knows that this staff has been stuck in there ever since he took it from Pharaoh's palace. And why was it in Pharaoh's palace? Well, because this staff was the staff that God gave to Adam, first man, and he passed it down to his son, and he passed it down, and it went to Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, and to Yosef. And Yosef in Pharaoh's palace had this staff. And then Yitro used to be one of his advisors, but when Yosef died, Yitro took it with him, and he brought it back home to his hometown of Midian, and he put it down, and the earth as if absorbed it into the ground. And he knew, because he was such a spiritual dilettante, like we were saying, that one day the Redeemer would come along and be easily able to remove it from the ground. And that was Moshe Rabbeinu, and that how it was confirmed by him that Moshe was the true leader, and it was going to be worth investing in him and marrying him off to his daughter. So anyways, that is the amazing biblical background of the story of the sword and the stone and King Arthur and the Excalibur, and I hope you enjoyed the rendition. Clearly I'm not the Redeemer. That was supposed to be a bit smoother, but maybe you'll remember the story even more now.